when you initiate, you can't give him the space. Otherwise, he will sacrifice. I mean, you might have to sacrifice the position. Now, let's evaluate here, before we go any further, the arm control, okay? What is the traditional arm control? Can I borrow you, Mr. Shane, one more time? All right. Some guys like to work with the sleeve control here, all right? Some guys like to control one arm and one collar. The problem with this one sometimes is he has the other hand free. See what I'm saying? If I was to open my guard to go for a butterfly, go ahead to keep messing me up. You'll see how the arm is always available. At the same time, the problem I have here is if I only control the arms and not the legs, nothing prevents him from getting up on his knees, on his feet if he wants to get up. Yeah. So here he presents, I can still try to get some butterfly here, but I will not have the same ability to flip him compared to the other positions that we worked on, okay? So one of the things I like to do is a little mixture here, all right? Instead of going both like this, or one like this and one like that, I go here and here. Do you see that? Why is that? Because that kind of gets a little heavy on him if he tries to pass. So first of all, most guys try to pass this side. So I'm already messing him up. He's gonna, he might, not have the opportunity to pass this way right away. And the other thing here is, if he tries to get up too fast, get up on your feet. See, I can put a little bit of weight on him by kind of using my elbow and delaying or making more difficult or more dangerous for the guy. See what I'm saying? We're going to see submissions in a bit, and choke and arm bars are within range when you go to that. So go back again. So this will not prevent him from getting a posture. This will not prevent him, unless you do the strategy we worked earlier, to initiate a guard pass as I go. The lapel and the same side of the sleeve and lapel, or holding one hand on each sleeve. But when you kind of switch around over here, the fun thing about this, take good stance there. Yeah, here is like my leg, all I need to do is like my knee peels off. See here how I kind of peel off his grip, and I gradually fit my hooks in. And here, if he tries to move away, see, I lock him with my elbow. Get up. Yeah, you see that? So it's not here, it's here. See what I'm saying? And eventually, go ahead, keep moving. From here, it's really hard for him to prevent this. Where are we? All I need to do here is to kind of get my other leg in position for the kick. Boom, flip him over. Okay? So one more time we need the knee, but we initiate a little different. I didn't try a sweep. I just here as he went, and a lot of times you might not be able to set it up right away. Let's say here he starts to use this arm already to get out there. So you kind of turn that way a little bit, keep pushing, and he wants to double. No, hold my leg. Okay, don't let go of the grip, please. If I try to pull, it won't work. Yeah, don't let my grip go. It's really hard. But when I move my hip forward towards, what you do, you control the arm and move your hip forward. See how I broke the grip? Right here, you set up that, keep going, pull the arm out again. Here right now, look, I kind of control him. Look how that knee, get him out of the way. And sometimes I can use my foot, doesn't matter, because he's short-handed in the sense that if he tries to pass my guard, that way, because of this grip here, his stance is always compromised. I can always keep him close to me. He never will be able to walk away. And look, I got the butterfly, in which is scarier. If I want to finish him, a lot of times I'll kind of get the arm out of the way here, boom, go there, or distracting here, he tries to defend, and then I kind of work here. You can kind of work that as a distraction, or go straight for the butterfly. So it's a sort of a cross grip, situation. Thumb here, okay, over here. I can use this foot here to give me space. Look, hold as tight as you want. Look here, pull down. Here, just fit. Yeah, hold my leg if you want. Doesn't matter what he does with the arm, because I have him close to me. Here, another thing too, I swallow him a little bit more with my knee sometimes before I let go. Because if I let go here to grab the back, get your head up. You see, I don't want, although with the arm control I can still do a lot. Go back again. I like to make sure that, try to get up again, I pull you to me a little bit, then I get there. See what I'm saying? I can go that way, or just switch back the other way. See the butterfly? You go anyway. If you want to go the regular way, you kind of kick a little bit to release the other foot. Look, I have the V grip here. I don't know if you guys noticed. The V grip can work either way. You just pull in and kick, or you flat and roll. You got that? So let's start with a cross grip. And sometimes the cross grip can work from the initial attempt of his guard pass. He's going to go and try to pass. I'm here trying, I was trying the regular one. So first of all, secure the grip of the arm he's using. And as you go, look, stretch. Control. So your foot here. On that knee there. Start playing. Yoo-hoo. If he tries to push me here like with your arm. No. Yeah, you just kind of let go. Use the arm there, deflect, and kick him the other way if that ever happens. Okay, or go back. Another thing too is, keep your arm there again. You can always pull the arm down and go this way. So you don't have to worry about guys trying to reach across and reposition themselves. Either you pull down and kick that same side, or you lift it up and switch the other way. So one more time. This is a very vicious control if you want to attack the guy too. We're going to see that at a later time. But here, basically, if I can get this and this over here, see, as he tries to get up, look how I kind of, she's not, and as he's busy there, look, my hooks are getting in, and there's nothing he can do to stop me from getting the butterfly. Cup, V, or pull over.